And we're live.
What's up, guys? So allow me to get set up here. Appreciate all the likes, guys. It means a lot. So we had an epic crypto crash just now. Well, a few hours ago. Um, and of course, we're going to talk about it. What's up, chat? It's good to be back.
And we're live.
Black Wednesday. All right, so let's look at the market. Right after this. It's a lot I gotta do, man. I really don't be really too prepared. Probably won't be 3 minutes though. Let me just finish doing something. Timber. No, that's right. Wish this showed how many. All right. Let's get it. Yeah, we'll do it like this, right, champ? Right, champ now. Crypto weather, it is that time, huh? So we're going into 2024. I'm back. You know, we're gonna be more consistent. Stop being lazy. Stop basking in the games. You know, and get serious. It's time to pay attention, guys. It's not time to be lollygagging.
Pause.
All right, let's look at the market. Bitcoin down 7%. Let's look at it. So a sharp pullback. Okay, let's let it load up. Okay, it's getting a little kind of E. Let's see how it closes out today. If we get a close below this 34, I'm gonna start feeling a little concerned. I don't really want to say this, but if you've been a member, you kind of know I've been getting a little bit toppy here.
Pause.
A little toppy. I think if we look at the weekly chart, we can clearly see that we've gotten a good bit away from this 13 on the weekly. And at the least, the price needs to cool off for a couple of weeks. This is at the least. The price needs to cool off and let this catch up. I mean, it's just from what I've experienced in the past 10 years of looking at these two moving averages. Once it gets far away from here, it's either going to pull back to it at the worst, or at the best, let it catch up. So, place your bets. What's up, chat? What up, Cryptida? Mance. West, just a dip. Can't have green candles forever. I agree. Now, why is this happening? So, one reason I think is there's like some inside info on ETF Bitcoin. Let's see what it says. Oh, here it is right here. Bitcoin spot ETF proposals to be rejected by the three letters that we shall not speak of. Ever. We will never say those three letters. It's not embracing crypto in the US, and it might even be a very long shot to expect that he would vote to approve Bitcoin spot ETFs. Now, in my opinion, this is just me from my opinion of what I've experienced, is the longer we can go without being popular, the better. Once we start getting like this stuff approved, and it's not going to be good. So it's better to just not be approved. It's better to just always be speculating that it's about to happen and hold that off. This is what I would rather happen. I'd rather just hold it off, just keep on fading, keep fading it, keep fading, and then capitulate. He capitulates in 2025 when everything's going exponential. So if I look here on my stock to flow, I haven't looked at this stuff in a long time. Let's see where we are. Okay, so we're, doing what we should be doing, going up, going into the halving. I would rather, instead of it getting approved here, why not just get approved, here at the top, and then you guys can have fun and we can go down, But if it happens here, then what are we getting excited for going into 2020, the end of this year and 2025? So that's just my thoughts on that. What up, Tony? Shout out to my members, man. Jay Perry. Oh, and let me say something. This is a great time, since I said members. This is a great time for me to address this. If you don't know why I'm doing members videos by now, then yeah, do I even have to explain why I'm doing member videos instead of publicly broadcasting what I'm doing, to the public? I would rather do that in private. So every now and then I'll come on here and stream. I'm thinking maybe once a week. Other than that, I'm going to be probably playing the game. Links in the description for that. Yeah, I can't. For many, it's not even just one reason. It's many reasons. For one, I feel like I've kind of grown out being an influencer. Two, it's fucking hot. It's trying to get caught up and shit.
Nigga, give me some more.
And those are the two main reasons. It's just, it doesn't really make sense. But I do like coming on here and streaming. A lesson in not using leverage today. Yeah, I agree. I saw the Crypto Dog tweeted maybe yesterday. Now I don't know how long, but he was like, this was after it hit 45K. Maybe it was before. Let's look and see. I was about to pause it. I'm thinking about members video. I can't pause it. I gotta actually sit here and do it. Crypto Dog. We'll talk about Zen and Titan X and all that stuff too. Don't worry. But I appreciate the likes, guys. Let's see if we can find that. Give me 1 second here. He tweets a lot. If we're lucky. I mean, there are some, I almost say YouTubers, some I almost said Twitter. God damn. What's going on? Some X. I can't say that. On Twitter, nigga. There's some people on Twitter that I've been following for a while. And I just like to hear their thoughts. You know, people that's been around longer than me, just a few that you can, you know, becoming a low population. On June 1st, he said, I can't see any reason to sell Bitcoin for the next few days. June 1st, what was the price of June 1st? I just like looking at influencers and seeing what they're thinking and maybe going against it. Oh, this is the weekly. Yeah, this was like right here. So I would call that euphoria. You know what the real reason I won't say it sold, but the real reason I didn't buy anything yesterday is this right here. And I'm never, if you want a good indicator, like one of the best, I mean, it's crazy how good this indicator is right here. Why am I showing up twice on here? Oh, I'm live on Twitter? No, what the hell? Which one got more engagement? We'll delete this one. This is the best indicator right here. No. This was yesterday, I think, or whenever it hit 45, the top.
Will be an ETF, but I do think that the people who are in it for that are going to use that as a chance to sell. But this thing is, you can't kill it.
Peep how he's like, this is him. This is someone who has been against it all the way. Well, not all the way, but like at the bottom, basically. I would say from here to here, he was against it. And now here, he's saying you can't kill it. He's basically waving the white flag.
And the late Charlie Munger, who was so brilliant on so many things, was blind to this. Now you can say, wait a second, maybe it's all going to come
Jamie
unravel.
Dimon has not spared any negative words.
No, but look, I mean, it's a reality and it's a technological marvel, and I think people have to start recognizing that it's here to stay. The SEC's been against it almost the whole time.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that every one of these is here to stay, but I do think that it's about, this is a remarkable comeback that was unexpected.
Unexpected? Like, who are you speaking for? Like, is that how a lot of think? It just is, it's just crazy, man. Like, unexpected. You thought Bitcoin was just gonna die? Oh, you're silly for that one, sir. It's not. No way this is gonna die. No time soon, at least. So he's capitulating and saying, okay, I'm in. That's the top, man. Now, I'm not saying that this is a top. I'm not saying that this is like gonna roll over, but it's starting to. So, you know, I keep it really simple, man. You know, if this starts to close below here, it's gonna pull these two moving averages and make them cross. And if they cross, then we're gonna at least go sideways, like something like this, which is like could be a flag. If it gets back above the 13 by today and closes, like if it closes back at like 43 9 or 44, then it might go for another one. But you know, I've been DCAing. Let's look at ETH. ETH and Solana. I mean, pretty much through here, and I mean, forever. Like, I try not to ever stop. ETH is something different. ETH came all the way down to the 200, slammed on brakes, and went back. That's a good bounce, a great bounce. But it's still looking like we might feel this in. So, you know, I want to be like, oh yeah, I'm a little bit bearish, but it's like, nah, I can't really be bearish. I can be like, what's the middle? I think we're gonna just chill and maybe come back down to like 2,000. But I think this is an opportunity. I think this is a gift because I was starting like 3-4 days ago. I was like, oh shit, damn. Pat my pockets, looking under the couch, you know. And then I seen that Kramer and I'm like, all right, I'm chilling. I'm gonna chill for a couple, at least. And now I'm looking at this bounce like, this might be the gift right here. Not that much down. ETH versus Bitcoin. It's a tough one too. I'm feeling kind of beat down, so I think that this is gonna eventually break this because I'm feeling like, oh man, it's gonna roll over. It's probably not gonna do that. So, I mean, ETH, I don't think that's going away. Let's look at Solana. I did a member video like, shit, had to been like what, 2-3 weeks ago, saying I'm not gonna fade Solana. I'm seeing it start to pop up. I'm seeing the noobs start to come in back here saying how Solana is better than Ethereum. And the Ethereum bro in me is like, bro, you get real. It turns off. They turn it off. There's no way. But you got to know that I have to know that that's who drives price. It's like whales and stupid people. Let's just say that. And that's why I'm kind of like not really liking making content because I'm seeing what's going on. It's like stupid people is at the helm for the most part. So, and that's whose crypto you're taking when you win. Aww. Yeah. So, yeah, I say I probably started getting in Solana right here. I started to not fade it because it broke here. And yesterday, I saw that Kramer video and I had to take a step back. Now, same thing. It's in here now. This is the first, well, not the first time it closed in here, so it might be able to survive because it's not looking like ETH. It's the daily chart. Let's look at it versus ETH. So I've been looking at it versus ETH too. It's up there. So I think this is a gift. I think we're about to get a gift where everything kind of cools off and comes down to at least these levels right here. You know, something like that on Solana. And ETH just did it, but maybe it fills in the wick. So 200, you know, I'm gonna try not to get shook at the 200, basically. If we come down to 200, I'm gonna try to be like, keep buying, man, keep buying, keep going. Because I think that's gonna be it. That might be the best case. It might get scary down here. Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin could come down to 200. That's a long way down. Kind of. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I know what y'all want to talk about. What up, Cicely? Let me read the chat for a second. What up, Crypto Rich? Let's find a good message to go off of. Appreciate the likes. Thanks. Welcome guys again. Sold out my crypto yesterday, bought back in just now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not worth the risk for me to be making big moves like that. Because then you buy it back and it falls some more. I don't know. Someone poured cold water on this bull run. What up, Andre369? 5 drives of bearish divergence on the daily. Yeah, I don't really look at RSI. I just look at price. I look at it sometimes to see like if it's something's overbought. But what up, Chad? Time in the market over timing the market. I agree. Yeah. Just don't give it away. That's probably the biggest lesson that I've learned. Just don't even go get in anything. Don't even get in anything. Just Kramer 100%, yo. I mean, I had to I made a mental note. I was like, I'm gonna try and remember because maybe some days will pass and I forget that he said it, and then it falls and I forget that it even happened. But I wanted to make a mental note of that, and it didn't even take a day. I think that was yesterday or maybe the day before. What up, X1? Thoughts on Snake? Yeah, I'm in Snake from a while ago. I'm up on it a lot. I'm thinking it's up there, but I just don't want to get out of anything. I'm at the stage where, and maybe this is euphoria, but as far as where we are in the market, I don't want to sell anything. I just want to get more of, if I'm selling anything, it's stable coins. That's what I'm selling, stable coins. So allegedly. There's no proof of that anywhere. So maybe it holds up here. I'm not gonna, I think a big mistake people could make or I could make is taking profit too early. Like SHIB is like the best example. I hate using SHIB, but if you just put a really, really high goal on what you would get rid of that at, you might have made millions and millions, like multiple millions, if you got out when the hype was at its peak, when there was enough liquidity. Because you set your goal so high. So I can be like, man, I'm not selling this until it's this. Instead of thinking, oh, when it gets to $1,000, I'm gonna get out, So yeah, I'm gonna just hold on to everything, at least until we start turning, we start turning yellow on this. That's when I'm gonna be thinking about getting out. But now, nah, I'm gonna just hold on. I wouldn't buy any here though. Yeah, something about Snake. That's my Cardano play. Buy more Bitcoin, Ethereum. Yeah, that's the way to go. Anything else is you just making up for wishing that you would have done that. That's basically what we're doing here. What up, Jesus? Happy New Year. Jim is the best indicator for sure. Dumping all coins in the fat man wearing Prada ecosystem.
Nigga, give me some more.
As opportunity cost. Buying more Bitcoins and Ethereums. Jim reminds me of fat men who wear Prada for some strange reason. His producers told him to say that. You think so? In that clip, I thought about that too, but in that clip, he kind of sounds like it's his thoughts. Yeah, a nice reset would be good on Bitcoin. weekly on Bitcoin. All right, what else we gonna look at here? So what else is new? Come on, chat, feed me.
Pause.
Happy New Year, morons. What up, Willis? Appreciate the 14 months. What's up, Crypto Wonder Podcast? What up, Victoria? I've been watching you since you were in the Camaro. Finally, somebody got it right. Everybody says every car wrong. Somebody said some car. They was like, I seen you when you was in your Charger. I'm like, nope. That wasn't me. Yeah, it's been a while. That was in 2016. Time to stand. All right. Appreciate the likes, guys. You hit any XRC 20s? What chain is that? But no, because I don't. Inscriptions, I'm not really. Something might come of that, you know, but for the most part, you know, I just want to see what's going to be built to complement them. And maybe something probably will. You know, maybe they'll make dexes and stuff like that. So maybe. But from my experience, like that early stuff don't do good anyway. Like the early NFTs that I bought on ETH didn't do anything. You know, that was the first time. Then I did it again on Cardano. They didn't do anything. Where else did I mint like something? I'm seeing inscriptions as NFTs. So then it was Bitcoin. I went the early ones on there. Maybe they'll do something, but they probably won't because they usually don't. So I'm not doing that shit. I'm thinking that that stuff is just a way for people to extract value, because even the one, and then so people think that, right? So I know that. So what I do is I launched more on AVAX and didn't do that. I launched it, minted a couple, and now I'm in the red, just like y'all. And now people yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? Because they think that's what I'm doing. Yeah, don't get into anything. Really, I mean, it's like kind of, you know, for me, I think what I'm doing this go around is I'm just focusing on, you know, the things I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna, if I do it the way it's probably gonna do well. And it's 2 projects like that right now that I may say in the stream. I may tell you. Thoughts on ICP? First off.
Pause.
That's first off. You know, I faded that one. I faded Jerry. So my thoughts on it right now, just like everything, it's probably about to go down a little bit. It's way up there. Yeah, I mean, if the thing keeps pumping, then it keeps pumping. But what I'm looking for across the board is everything is a reset to at least these levels. It's the previous swing highs. So you can just do that on any chart. Maybe, yeah, Bitcoin, it would be around here. Let's see. ETH, we said that was, I mean, it didn't really go past there. And it already dumped there. But, you know, let's look at something else. Something like just a random coin, Snake. You know, maybe holes here, but you know, it might come down to here and make me regret not getting out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This bull run, I'm selling my SHIB. Ooh, I mean, SHIB ain't shit. Something like SHIB could do a 10x, but I'm not thinking it's gonna do anything like I would not expect it to do anything like it did from the beginning. That's off the table. It's not gonna happen. It might not even go up again, but I still got some of mine. If that makes you feel better. What up, Viddy Mine? What up, Tree City West? Let me give you some alpha. Cat Sky AI is a sub 1 million meme coin with huge potential.
I don't believe you.
Let's see. Bitcoin Cash monthly chart. What up, Alice the man? I have been a big RH guy, but feeling pretty shaken right now. Is there hopium left? Oh, it's funny you say that. I'm liking that I'm hearing this from a lot of people who seem like they've been in Hex and stuff a long time. Twitter, no, I didn't do the Twitter inscriptions. I don't believe that that's, I think that's like spam. I didn't do any of those. So let's look at some of that. How do I want to approach this? So there's a tweet from I'm gonna pull a him from your friend Sami, a community member. Now, this is alleged. I don't know. This is just alleged. A community member, Steph, is allegedly capitulating out of Hex. Members are reporting that he is deleting every message ever to do with Hex and erasing it from memory. This story is still developing. Post-chain is 35% below day one sacrifice. Combined Hex's opinion, total 97, blah, blah, blah. So, allegedly, this is Steph. Now, my first reaction to this was 10 million Hex for 38 ETH. I mean, maybe that was, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe. But man, you gotta really be, I don't know, to be liquid. Like, unless you have, like, I can only say this is okay. I mean, I'm only say it's only whoever it is, but it's just like, depending on where they got this at, like if it's Steph, he probably, wasn't he in Hex from the beginning? And to sell it for 10 million Hex, that was a lot at the top. Now, if he still has a ton left in it, but it sounds like he's like getting out of it. If that's a capitulation, man. That's someone accepting that like this shit is dead. And that's pretty bullish. It's just kind of, I mean, I'm not saying buy Hex. I'm not saying sell Hex. I'm just saying that's interesting that how this is starting to play out. People are starting to look around, like literally, like the tweet says, man. This is how all the main characters are looking in Hex right now. They're like, nigga, did we get scammed? So I don't know. It's interesting though. Hex and Pulse are gone? No, I'm not seeing it like that. I'm seeing it's getting very decentralized. It's like ripping off the Band-Aid now decentralized. I mean, that's just what I'm seeing. As a reporter, this is me as a reporter, somebody reporting on what up, Hoodie? Just stop the derivs. Original BRCs will be the only survivors. So you're saying people should just stop making tokens and just go with Bitcoin, I guess Bitcoin tokens. I mean, you know what's crazy though? They've been right. Just stick with Bitcoin, man. But it's like now it's kind of too late. I've been getting the best staking projects for passive income. You know, that's just my thing, man. I'm sorry. I would much rather like get a drip of crypto daily than be sitting with a big bag of that shit, having to make a decision with it. That's just how I just like that better. Some call them Ponzi schemes. If you're gonna call that a Ponzi, everything's a Ponzi scheme. And I hate even saying that. Even that's cliche, but I mean it is kind of true though. As far as crypto goes, is Zen dead? Is it dead? I wouldn't say. It's pretty hard to call a crypto dead. Crypto to me is dead when there's nobody in the chat. There's no chart, no trades. There's nobody talking about it at all. There hasn't been a tweet in years. I would say at least a year. Or chat message in a year. It's got to be like a year before you call something dead and no activity. So it's gonna be a while before Zen is dead. I think it's in a little delusional state as far as the community goes. Postchain's on CoinMarketCap now. I've seen that. PLS isn't doing shit as long as more is bridged out than in, and I own Hex. Yeah, I agree. That is a problem, but I'm just saying, like, the sentiment is super, super negative. Like, that's gotta, whenever it's super negative, that's when fill in the blank. This guy's still at it. Hey, man, I'm like a roach. And roach has been around for billions of years. Bullish. What up, Willis? What happened? I have not been following. Happened with what? Same script. Yeah, man. It's kind of like if you pay attention, like for me, I'm full-time crypto. So I'm seeing everything play out. And the best time to have gotten out of Postchain is when it launched and it went up. And everybody, when the bridge had all that ETH in it or whatever, and it was just going up and everything was looking good and it was like solid. That's when I do the opposite. Now it's looking really bad, ain't it? Like, that's how I'm feeling. I'm not saying to do that or that I'm doing that. I'm just not gonna be like, yeah, man, to be wrong. Like, you got a better chance of being like, if I'm gonna be negative when everybody else is negative, you're probably wrong. There's no bravery. Where's the bravery at? There's nothing brave about being against Hex. And there was nothing there was nothing brave about saying, oh, Postchain, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. When it was up, there was nothing brave about that. What was the brave? Do the brave thing. That's just how I operate. Up when it's high or when it's low. It's the same story for me. That's how I'm approaching it. Zen is alive. X1 right around the corner.
I don't believe you.
I believe it when I see it. I'm not doing anything to feed into that shit, man. It's like, How many times do I need to be tricked? I mean, I wouldn't say tricked, but like Next, burning NFTs, 333 auctions, Moon Party, you know. How many times do I have to somebody to show me that hey, I'm probably might not do nothing before I'll be like, oh, all right, and just I'm not gonna get caught up in that. There's other stuff going on, you know. I won't say better. Can I have my BitConnect referral bonus back? No. Just turned my mining rig back on for the first time since 2022. And then everything else that Jack has done, I'm like, it's amazing that Zen works as great as it's done, because everything else he's done has been shit. BMPX, Buffy, Pussy, what else are all them other things? Like, they all done bad. Now, maybe they'll do good one day, but and then y'all mining Zen blocks with y'all. Like, how much y'all paying for electricity for them things that, I mean, maybe it's worth something one day. Like, I'm a type, I wouldn't have mined Bitcoin. I would have bought it at $1. You see what I'm saying? I would just, y'all go ahead and do all that stuff. I got to be over here doing life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and click on, do y'all thing. And when it come out, I'll be there. Are you going to participate in Hyper or just stick to Titan X? Yeah, we're about to talk about Titan. Let me go walk my cat here, and we'll go talk about Titan. I'll put it on. We'll put it on one. Walk my cat, and we'll talk about Titan right after this. You know, get you a cup of coffee. You know, take you a sip.
Sensational.
All right.
And we're live.
Thanks, man. Solar power. You know, I thought about doing something like that. Solar power. But I just feel, yeah, that should be something like I should get into, like some hobby / work job. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna bet against Jack, but I'm not gonna keep on, you know, when it's other stuff to, you know, focus on. You know, I'm in it. That's kind of how I was with Hex too. Like, once I was in it, I was, and then I started seeing it, I'm like, all right. This fool doesn't know what's up. Get on the real stream if you want to know where we at. What? I am the real stream. Let's talk about Titan. So what's up with Titan, man? What y'all doing? What y'all got going? What's y'all strategy?
Really, nigga?
So I'm sure you guys saw my video. where I warn people of the dangers of doing short mints. So we're breaking down again. Let's look at it versus ETH. You don't see that. So that's basically me saying, so I did some calculations and kind of. So how much is we're spending 580 ETH. I mean, the contract. The contract is spending 580 ETH. This bought back, let's hit refresh on this. Yesterday it should have been pretty high. Or the day before. 482, 485, 497. So what we've got a trillion, possibly a trillion coins coming onto the market starting the 6th. We're in a little breather right now. We're going down too. We got 950 on the 6th. And then we got another, 848 on the 11th, 833, 977. And then towards, middle of January, towards the end, it starts to really heat up. We got 2.5 trillion tokens to come on to the market. Now, if the buy and burn stays at 3.33 ETH every 8 minutes, basically the price is going to need to drop another like 50 to 60% if it's going to eat up and absorb that, because now it can only absorb 482 billion at these prices. So, and it's got how much is coming out a day? 700 to 600 billion coming out a day. So I'm just going to say, I think it's going to go lower. Am I making any moves on that? Yeah, I am. Am I going to talk about it? Don't really want to talk about anything I'm doing publicly. Let's see. My biggest hope for Zen is that gas is still this low when all my max interiors are ready. Yeah. What up, Spencer? My short mint was profitable. ROI my entire position and I reinvested for more miners. This feels like Hex, but faster. To my Titan. Yeah, it depends on where you did them at. Like, and it depends on what you call short. Like people that did like 10 days near the top, I don't think those were profitable. So I think this could, wick down to another 50, 60%. Yeah, I'm so tempted to say what I'm doing. That's like really lower the better. So I will say I'm not doing any short mints. But I might do some towards the end of this month. Let's see if people still minting a little bit. All right. Hey, there's a link in the description to my gaming channel where I play Call of Duty Warzone. I'm the greatest on earth. I'm the greatest controller player, that is. I'm about to go play that. And if you want to watch, if you want to keep the conversation going, come over there. All right. Peace. Links in the description.